A very good afternoon to all. And today in this session, we will discuss about the central database approach. So, guys, as we have already discussed about the classification of information system, that how information system is classified into three categories. That is operational support system, okay, and your management support system and general support systems. So these are the types of, or we can say the classification of information system. Okay, and we have seen that how this information technology caters or provides different tools or mechanism at all the levels of the management hierarchy. Okay, we discussed yesterday, but we will go into deep and we'll discuss these three classification in detail. Okay, but before that, this is a very important concept, and I thought I must introduce this concept in between, because all the information system, worldwide, and all the ERPs, enterprise resource planning softwares. So the main objective of all ERPs and information system is this central database approach. Okay, so why this is very important, imperative approach, and why all the organizations and all the tools and mechanisms and all the organization-wide softwares, we can say, they are using this approach, which is central database approach. So, guys, earlier the scenario was piecemeal approach. Piecemeal approach means, let us suppose there is a company, let's say a Bajaj company. Okay, so there is a company, and company is Bajaj. Okay, so now Bajaj company has decided that that they will manufacture that they will manufacture, let us suppose, 1 lakh uh, 1 lakh pulsar bikes. Okay, in next month, only in 1 month they will manufacture 1 lakh bikes, pulsar bike. Okay, so their planning department has done this planning. Okay, so these are the different departments of an organization. Okay, and these departments are known as functional areas. Okay, these are known as functional area. Oh, okay, so these are the different functional areas: planning, human resource, production, marketing, finance, quality. So I have taken 6 right now. There can be many functional areas in an organization according to the industry. So guys, see, so these are functional areas. So planning department of planning, this functional area has decided that we are going to manufacture 1 lakh pulsar bikes in next month. Okay, and they have assumed that it will cost around, let us suppose, 10 crore. Okay, so now the file will go to human resource department. Now resource department will say 10 crores. No, it is not possible. We are not having the workforce. We have to do some recruitments as well. Okay, so this cost will go around 12 crore, let us suppose. Now after that, the file came to production department. Production department says, no, it is not possible to manufacture 1 lakh bikes in 1 month. We need a new plant. We need another plant. Then only we'll be able to manufacture 1 lakh bikes in 1 month. Okay, so the cost in 12 crore, this will not work. 12 crore. So cost, it will go around 25 crore. Okay, I'm just assuming these figures. And after that, the file go to marketing department. Marketing department will say that we have to do promotional activities for pulsar bikes, and because there are so many players now, we have KTM, Bullet is also coming with new versions, and we have other Yamaha, Suzuki, they have also playing very well, and Honda is again there. So we have to do very target marketing and digital marketing we have to follow. We have to do lots of campaigns, so it will cost. So uh, this is just not the objective that we have to manufacture 1 lakh bikes. We have to sell those bikes as well. How we will sell it? So that is why we need a promotional activity. So 25 crore is not enough. It will take around 30 crore. Okay. So they have amended the figure with 30 crore. Now the file will go to finance department. Now finance department will say how this is possible in 30 crore. We have to check whether we have the amount or not, or either we have to sell our shares, or we have to go in debt. So what we have to do? 30 crore is not enough. So it will increase to 35 crore, for example. After that, file went to quality department. Now quality department saying we have to improve our quality in the pulsar bikes. Okay, we have to use very good steel, and the engine quality must be increased, because Honda and all other they are providing, KTM, they are providing very good bikes, quality bikes. So we have to increase our quality. Okay, so 35 crore is not enough, because uh, to sell 1 lakh bikes, they must be having a quality, then only customer will go for it. Otherwise they will go for some other alternative, for Honda or KTM or Bullet or anything, Royal Enfield. Okay, so they have increased it from 30 to, let us suppose, 40 crores. Okay, now what is the problem? The limitations or disadvantages of piecemeal approach. Okay, so I would like to write here that disadvantages of piecemeal approach. Now why it is called piecemeal approach? Because each department, they are having their specific databases. हर डिपार्टमेंट के अपने एक डेटाबेसेस है, और वो डेटाबेस है, और वो अपना सारा डेटा दे आर स्टोरिंग, दे आर ऑल डेटा इन दिस डेटाबेस. द सेम वे ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डिपार्टमेंट, दे आर हैविंग देयर स्पेसिफिक डेटाबेस. उनके पास अपना डेटाबेस है सिर्फ उन्हीं के लिए, जहां पे वो अपना ह्यूमन रिसोर्स का सारा डेटा सेव करते हैं. इन द सेम वे प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट इज हैविंग देयर particular database, marketing department, finance, quality. So all departments, they all are having their own specific databases. Now what is the problem here with this approach, this piecemeal approach, is that sorry, that planning department don't know what human resource department database is having. Okay, or we can say no other department is knowing what data is there in another department's database. No department is, they don't know anything. Even if I say, means for example, quality department, they don't know what is there in human resource database. In the same way, marketing department, they don't know the data or financial data. They don't have approach to this data, because it is financial department database. सब अपने अपने डेटा को अपने अपने डेटाबेस में रख रहे हैं. तो पूरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का डेटा टुकड़ों में बटा हुआ है. पीस मील, टुकड़ों टुकड़ों में खाना, पीस मील अप्रोच. Getting the point? So with this problem, with this piecemeal approach, what will be the disadvantages? Now the disadvantages will be, number one, there will be data inconsistency problem. Oh, sorry. Data inconsistency problem. Now what is this data inconsistency problem? Now see, प्लानिंग डिपार्टमेंट के को पता है कि उन्होंने 10 करोड़ का फिगर दिया था, बट दे डोंट नो कि ये फिगर बाद में अपडेट हो चुका है और ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डिपार्टमेंट ने इसको 12 करोड़ कर दिया है. Okay, human resource department, they don't know that marketing department, they have updated to 30 crore. Finance department, they don't know it is that quality department has increased to 40 crore. So these departments, they don't know what other departments is having the data. Okay, now if we will be having different data. Okay, अगर एक मीटिंग बुलाई जाए, जितने भी हमारे फंक्शनल एरियाज हैं, इनके मैनेजर्स को बिठाया जाए, सबके पास अलग अलग डेटा है. And with, if we give wrong input, different input to a system, it will give a different output. हम कभी भी एक डिसीजन पे नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे बिकॉज वी ऑल आर हैविंग डिफरेंट डेटा. दिस इज डेटा इनकंसिस्टेंसी प्रॉब्लम. डेटा इज नॉट कॉमन. सबके पास अलग डेटा है, अपडेटेड डेटा नहीं है सबके पास. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपके एग्जाम होने वाले हैं. आपने मुझे कहा सर कि सर प्लीज प्रोवाइड अस नोट्स ऑफ दिस सब्जेक्ट. मैंने कहा ओके, नो इश्यू. मैंने आपको किसी एक स्टूडेंट को मैंने क्लास में सीआर को मैंने नोट्स दे दिए. ओके, उस नोट्स में कुछ फाइनेंशियल डेटा है, लेट अस सपोज 10 करोड़. अब वो कॉपी जो मैंने आपको नोट्स दिए हैं वो आपके सीआर ने उसको फोटो कॉपी करा लिया और आफ्टर दैट आप सबने भी उनको फोटो कॉपी करा लिया. ठीक है. नाउ आफ्टर दैट आप सब लोग अपने अपने होम टाउन को चले गए फॉर एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन. कोई दिल्ली में है, कोई somewhere is in Pune, somewhere is in Lucknow, someone is in Dehradun. So different different locations में है. Now the thing is, after that मैंने उस डेटा को दोबारा से अपडेट कर दिया. जो फिगर उसमें था 10 करोड़, वो इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने उसमें कुछ चेंजेस कर दिए. लेट अस सपोज टैक्स का अमाउंट था पहले 10 करोड़ कुछ. 10 करोड़ जो बिजनेस फर्म है, 10 अगर 10 करोड़ से ज्यादा का रेवेन्यू है तो वो टैक्स देंगे, अदरवाइज नहीं देंगे. अब उन्होंने इसको 15 करोड़ कर दिया है. तो डेटा इज अपडेटेड. So being as a faculty, I have updated my data that for tax 15 crore is the limit. But आप सबके पास क्या डेटा है? 10 करोड़. लेट अस सपोज उसके बाद दोबारा अमेंडमेंट हो गई, गवर्नमेंट ने 20 करोड़ कर दिया, मैंने अपडेट कर दिया 20 करोड़. सीआर को मैंने बता दिया था कि 15 करोड़ हो चुका है पहले ही. सो नाउ नाउ द सीन इज, I am having the realistic data, the real data, the updated data, that is 20 crore. The class CR, class representative or monitor of the class, uh, he is having around, he or she is having 15 crore. And all the other students, they are having their the students sitting at their hometown, they are having data 10 crore. so so we can easily understand that data is not common, data is different. Now if in exam if you will write 10 crore, I will cross it. Why? Because updated data is 25 crore. Getting the point? So data is not common. Data is not common in this case. And if data is not common, how decision making will be done? So there is a problem. This is a very big problem. And this problem is known as data inconsistency problem. Data is not common. They all are having different data, updated data. Okay. Now, the second problem with this is, that is data redundancy. Redundant data, we normally say. So it means duplication of data. Notes मेरे पास भी हैं, मैंने मॉनिटर को भी दिए, उन्होंने भी उसकी फोटोकॉपी कराई. क्लास में लेट अस सपोज 300 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, सबने उसकी फोटोकॉपी कराई. So now we are having more than 300 copies of the same data. Getting the point? So data is stored at multiple locations. अगर आपके पास कोई मूवी है, you have a movie, let us suppose Bahubali, you have a movie Bahubali. So will you store that movie Bahubali to in around 50 or 100 folders in your computer or laptop? Will you store that the same movie into each and every drive and each and every folder? No, we don't do that, because it will it is utilizing my resources. आपकी हार्ड डिस्क की स्पेस यूज हो रही है, आपकी हार्ड डिस्क जल्दी भर जाएगी. Getting or not? So this is data duplication problem, data redundancy problem, and we don't want redundant data or duplication of data. We try to remove, or as maximum as possible we want to eliminate data redundancy. Okay. So but with this piecemeal approach, data हर डिपार्टमेंट के पास है, हर डिपार्टमेंट के पास अपना अपना डेटा है, और जो सेम फाइल है वो शेयर भी हो रही है. और पहली बात तो जब तक ये फाइल हर डिपार्टमेंट के पास होकर जाएगी, 1 महीना तो ऐसे ही निकल जाएगा, और अगले महीने तो हमें 1 लाख बाइक मैन्युफैक्चर करनी थी. गेटिंग द पॉइंट? इट इज टाइम कंज्यूमिंग प्रोसेस एज वेल. बिकॉज लेट अस सपोज अगर कोई स्टूडेंट नोट्स को लेकर दिल्ली चले गए अपने होम टाउन में, सो आई एम सिटिंग एट देहरादून, कैन आई अप्रोच दोज नोट्स? मैं उनको अप्रोच नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि वो तो वहां है, लोकेशन वहां है. मैं अप्रोच कैसे कर सकता हूँ? मेरे पास वो नोट्स है ही नहीं. जिनके पास वो नोट्स हैं, दे आर द ओनर ऑफ दोज नोट्स एट दैट टाइम, एट दैट लोकेशन. बट बिजनेसेस कैन नॉट रन लाइक दिस. Now there are multinational companies, those who are having multiple headquarters all over the globe. Microsoft is having it is an US company, US based organization, American company, Microsoft, but they don't have a center or their office in US only. They have in India, in China, in everywhere. So how to share data? How to remove redundancy of data at each and every office? They cannot manage the whole data of the organization. Okay, so this was the problem. Okay, so it was not real time system. We can say it was not real time system, or real time or online, we can say. Okay, now what can be the another problem? Data inconsistency is there, data redundancy is there, it is not a real time application. Now one of the very important aspect which we are missing right now, that is integration. The departments or the functional areas of an organization, they are not integrated with each other. They all are having their specific databases, they are playing with that data only. There is no integration, no integration in departments. There is no integration. Let me write it full. हर डिपार्टमेंट को अपने बारे में ही पता है, दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट के बारे में कुछ पता ही नहीं है. तो डिपार्टमेंट्स का आपस में कोहेसिवनेस, इंटीग्रेशन नहीं है. सब अलग अलग काम कर रहे हैं, मिलके काम नहीं कर रहे हैं. दिस इज अनदर प्रॉब्लम. नाउ another very big challenge or problem is each department is having their specific softwares. Planning department, let us suppose they are using Primavera, Oracle's Primavera. Human resource department, they are having their software. Production department is doing something. They have different software. Marketing, they are using Salesforce. Okay, or any sales related software. Finance department, they are using Tele ERP. Quality, they are using some their software. So each department is having their own softwares, and that software, those software that can only play with department's database only. अगर मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट का डेटा इस मार्केटिंग के डेटाबेस में है, तो मार्केटिंग का सॉफ्टवेयर मैं यही तो लगाऊंगा. वो सिर्फ मार्केटिंग के रिलेटेड डेटा से ही काम कर सकता है. नाउ इफ लेट अस सपोज फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट वांट सम रिपोर्ट, कुछ रिपोर्ट चाहिए, ग्राफ चाहिए, बार चाहिए, प्लॉट्स चाहिए उनको, फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट के मैनेजर को. सो दे कैन नॉट प्रोड्यूस विद विद दिस, विद देयर डेटाबेस और देयर टेली सॉफ्टवेयर. इफ दे वांट रिपोर्ट ऑफ मार्केटिंग, they have to approach marketing department, and then only they will be able to have that report. Means there is no organization wide one software. Okay, means no organization wide सॉफ्टवेयर और मैकेनिज्म. किसी भी डिपार्टमेंट के पास, सबके पास अपने अपने हैं, डेटाबेसेस हैं, अपने अपने सॉफ्टवेयर्स हैं, और वो उन्हीं पे प्ले कर रहे हैं, उन्हीं पे रिलाई कर रहे हैं, और डिपार्टमेंट्स में आपस में इंटीग्रेशन भी नहीं है. So this is a big challenge. So this is how the previous or traditional. This was the traditional approach, conventional approach. How before central database approach, how companies they were functioning. And in all these the problems which I have we have discussed, the one thing is common, that is information. It is all happening about information, and as I told you, that information must be with the decision maker. The complete information, timely, it should be available, it should be accurate, it should be updated, the subjectivity should be there, and in the right format as well. So these are the characteristics of information. With these characteristics, that information must be available with the decision maker whenever he or she wants. Whenever manager wants to take decision, he needs some data, he needs information for making that decision. But for that, information is must. But here, what is happening? with piecemeal approach, we are not giving value to the information, because data inconsistency problem is there. There is no real time system integration. There is no integration between departments. Okay, information is not sharing here, and organization wide they have different software and they can play only with their data. They don't have information about or other department or functional area. So how my organization will get success? This is a very big challenge. This was the very big challenge, because your IT infrastructure is a nerve of your organization, and the blood which is flowing through that nerves, that is your information. And one thing, guys, if blood will not circulate to any part of the body, that part will stop functioning. In the same way, if information is not available with any of the department or functional area or manager, their performance will start dwindling. उनकी performance गिरनी शुरू हो जाएगी, because उनके पास real time updated data नहीं है. So this was the problem with the piecemeal approach. Now, how to overcome these approach? To overcome with these approach, this piecemeal approach, we introduced central database approach. Now, what is this central database approach? Central database approach means in an organization, there will be a central database, a big repository, one central database. Means planning department, if they have planned something, okay, so they will, when they have planned, let us suppose they said it will cost around 10 crore, okay, and the same figure goes with human resource department. Now human resource department, they have updated to 12 crore, as we have discussed earlier. After that, marketing department, when the data reached to marketing department, okay, earlier what was happening, it was 30 crore. They have updated to 30 crore. But now with the central database approach, what will happen, whenever any department will do any transaction, the byproduct of that transaction, that is data, it will be generated, and it will be by default, it will be saved or stored in your central database. Now, all the departments or functional areas of an organization, they are connected with central database. They all are connected with central database. So whenever any department, if they will update anything, the same information will be disseminated or scattered to each and every department. Now, in this case, let us suppose a marketing department, they have updated it to 30 crore. So now what will happen? Do you know what will happen? The same thing, just a minute. So once the marketing department has updated to 30 crore, the same information, when planning department will again see the that file or that uh, data, so they will get 30 crore. In the same way, production department, they will also get 30 crore. They all, they all will get the same information, because they all are, whenever update is happening, it is happening in central database, in this central database, and all the departments, they are connected with it. So whenever anything updates, the same thing will be revealed to each and every department. In the same way, finally, if quality department has updated to 40 crore, so the same data they can access. So human resource department, they will know, yes, quality department has also, it has updated to 40 crore, and now they all will be having same data 40 crore, because it is central database approach. आप मुझसे नोट्स ले गए थे, सब स्टूडेंट्स अपने अपने होम टाउन चले गए, सबके पास अलग अलग नोट थे, मेरे पास फिगर था 20 करोड़, मॉनिटर के पास था, और क्लास सीआर के पास he or she was having data 15 crore, and other students, rest of the students, they were having data 10 crore. So it was the data inconsistency problem. But let us suppose I have created one website, okay, and you guys, in the same way we are having Moodle, okay. So let us suppose I am having a website. I have updated I posted some data on it. Now, wherever you are, whenever you are, whenever you can, whatever your location is, okay, whenever you will access that website, you will get that data. Today you got data which I have updated 10 crore from my website. Now next day I updated that figure in my website to 15 crore. So next day again when you will go to my website you will not get 10 crore, you will get 15 crore, you will get updated data. Okay, because that website is serving as the central the central medium, because everything it is disseminated or shared from website. You all can take that data, but from website, a common link. Okay, so here the common link is central database. So with this we have eliminated this central database problem. Okay, data inconsistency problem. With central database approach, this problem is not there now. We have removed it. Getting the point? Okay, so this problem is not there, or we can say I can cross it. Now data redundancy. Now each department, they will not save each and every data with them. They will not take it, or they will not capture it with themselves only. The data, all the data, the important data which is relevant to the organization, that data of each department, it will be stored in central database. So we now we don't need to have multiple copies. We don't need to have multiple copies of that data, because the same data is there in the central database, and any department anytime they can access that data. Okay, so data inconsistency problem, it is also not there. We have removed with central database approach. Earlier the piecemeal approach, it was not real time, but this is real time systems. Okay, here all these things, all the departments, the databases, they all are connected through internet, and each and every transaction or work happens with work on online mechanism, real time system. So either if one manager is sitting in India and he updated something, updated in the server, so another manager sitting in USA, he can get that data. Everything is happening real time. Okay, so with central database approach, we eliminated this problem as well. Now earlier with piecemeal approach, there was no integration in departments. There was no integration. The all department, they were working piecemeal, टुकड़ों टुकड़ों में काम कर रहे थे. But now they all are working together. They all are sharing their data with central database, and through this central database, they all are connected. So there is an integration now within the organization. Okay, so this problem is also eliminated. Now earlier there was no organization wide software, because all departments, they were having their different softwares, they were using different softwares. But now in central database, we are having the overall data of the organization is stored, or it is a repository. It is stored here in central database. So now we can apply one organization wide software over here, like ERP, enterprise resource planning. And guys, you have seen that our we have ERP system. So what happened with the ERP system? We have financial data in ERP, we have attendance of students in ERP, and your semester, your mark sheets, each and everything, faculty related information, each and everything is there. So now if faculty wants that how many students are debarred, or how many students are having attendance less than 75%, we can generate report. In the same way, from the same data, if accounts department, from the same ERP, using the same ERP, if accounts department wants some statement, or statement of fee structure or whatever, so they can generate. In the same way, from the same ERP, examination department, they can get the reports, they can generate their reports, that how many students are debarred last time, how many back students we have, back year students we have, and how for each and everything means. In the same way, uh, uh, administrative department, they can get students' mobile number, their parents' number, if need to if there is a need to contact them. So means there is one organization-wide software, that is ERP, or information system, any information system, and and that same software is serving or catering or providing the functionalities or functions for each and every department, the same software. So organization wide we have only one software. Now we don't want multiple or n number of softwares, so we have removed this problem as well. So now, guys, all the organizations, those who want to, those who want growth in industry, those who want to be success. So this central database approach, it is very important, and that is why you will see in all the banks, in all the universities, okay, and any of the organization, big organization, all the MNCs, they all will be having some information system or ERP system with them, with which follows this central